Oh man, it's your big brother K-Rino. I got a big question for y'all. Don't ask me why I'm talking in this deep voice, but when somebody has done something for you that really helped you out in life, is there a point where you stop feeling obligated or owing them? Like, I just owe you for life, for life, for life, for life. And I'm gonna move real careful when I break this down and ask this question because I want to make sure that I don't put it out there the wrong way. Now, if somebody loans you some money and then you pay their money back, you no longer owe them the money that they loaned you, but you may and should have a lasting appreciation for the fact that they actually came through for you and loaned you that money at a time when you may have really needed it, at a time when um, you tried other people and they didn't loan it to you, people that you knew had it, and they still didn't help you out, and that person came and looked out for you, and for that reason, the that gesture puts them in a place in your heart that they can't be removed. Okay, on that level, yeah, cool. But you paid the money back. I'm speaking about a situation where it may not be money. Maybe somebody hooked you up with a job. Maybe somebody hooked you up with, introduced you to your wife or your husband. Maybe they saved your life some kind of way, right? Now, these are all big things. These are all major, major things that a person should have gratitude and give thanks to a person for and have it in their heart forever. But what if the relationship between you and that person that did those things for you or did something like that for you, what if that relationship between you and that person takes a turn and that person is no longer or seeming to be no longer that genuine, good hearted person that did those things for you? Or maybe they are trying to hold those things over you or use those as a card that they can whip out anytime that they feel like they want to use it. What if envy has kicked in because the person that helped you, you have now advanced past them in life, in certain aspects of life? For example, they help you get that job and you started from the ground up, and now y'all might not work at the same place, but now, or y'all might work at the same place, and you making more than they make. You've risen above them, and they kind of acting a little bit different. How do you respond to that person when, in fact, you yourself still have this appreciation for the position that they helped you get in, but they not the same person no more? Well, I'm gonna tell you how you deal with that, because the truth of the matter is, we always like to talk about, or we sometimes talk about how people who were not good people, they can change and become good people. A lot of people don't believe that. Some folks are like, man, nah, man, once you this, you always this. Once you that, you always that. But the truth of the matter is, it's been countless times where somebody that was, the worst of the worst have transformed their life. They found God. They found spirituality. They just woke up one day and decided, man, I want to be a better person. Guilt, whatever. But the same can be said about good people. Good people can go bad. They can go rogue, man. Somebody that was always solid, somebody that was always just a good person, a good dude, a good female, circumstances drive them into the dark side. It happens. So before they went on to the dark side, they did some things for you that were absolutely just life changing, life saving, for the better. But they're not that person. Here's what you do, man. You have to always have it in you that, hey, man, I'm thankful, man. I appreciate everything you did. But that does not give you the right to my hold my loyalty hostage. If I'm saying that the right way, to hold my loyalty hostage when in fact you have now become a person who is not worthy of that loyalty. Now, as long as you remain worthy of my loyalty, then you got it for life. But some people will start to try to manipulate. Some people would even go so far as to say, well, man, you wouldn't have had that if it wasn't for me. You owe me. Now you acting all like, and they'll tell other people that too. Man, look how she act now. She acting. And they tell other people that. And if you have always been the kind of person who acknowledged what that person did for you to that person and to others, then hey, man, it's only so far you can go. You can't spend your life just kissing up to that person, because a good person, a person with their heart in the right place that helped you, they wouldn't want you to do that no way. That's number one. You don't do things for people just to brag to other people about what you did for them, to try to belittle them to them and to other people, or for them to just constantly praise you all the time. That's not why you should do things for people. You should do things for people because it's just in your heart to do it. It's the right thing to do, and you understand the law of the universe that, hey, man, a day may come where you may need that help, and you wanna build up the equity in your universe, in your life, man, to where you may get a blessing when you need one. So what has to happen is you got to take the initiative to say, hey, man, I appreciate what you did, but you don't own me, and you can't hold me for the rest of my life as if I got to constantly feed that back to you. And we're not talking about money, because like I said, you can pay somebody money back and be done with it and still be thankful that they helped you out. But a lot of times it's about bump ups. I hooked you up with that person, man. You wouldn't have this record deal if I'm the one who called the label because I knew the dude, and I'm the one who got you the meeting, and that type of stuff. That type of stuff. Look, man, even if somebody saved your life, forever grateful. Forever grateful, man. You was in the pool. You was almost out of there, and he came in and got you out of there. But when their character changes for the worse, hey, man, I got to give my appreciation to you, but I got to move on, man. I got to move on. And they will never look at you like you were right, because sometimes they don't even perceive the fact that they've changed, that the way they're acting is wrong towards you. But you know in your heart that you never had nothing but appreciation for what they did, but you also know now they trying to manipulate me. Now they trying to get over on me. Now they trying to use me to get things out of me, and this will never stop. Some people don't know when to get off the gas, it'll never stop. I was going to tell a quick story, but I don't think it applies to this. But part of the principle does, but, I'm going to hold that. So, our own guilt can sometimes make us feel like we're wrong for not allowing people to mess over us and manipulate us. Because a friend will tell you on the outside looking in, a friend will say, well, hey man, man, you don't owe him nothing no more, man. Hey man, I went 17 years ago, man. You still act, and you go, yeah, man, but he did. You know, I mean, I wouldn't even such and such if it wasn't for him. So, I mean, I just feel like, then the friend gonna go, well, hey man, that's cool, but you done already told him thanks, you done already paid him, you done already did, you went above and beyond to let this person know how you felt about the thing, man. You can't be a slave to that for your rest of your life. And the friend will be right to tell you that. But the way they say people will prey on your weakness, take your kindness for weakness, and they will um, spot and recognize your weak spots, your soft spots, and they will capitalize on it. Hey man, that's true with friend, foe, and family. All three F's. Friend, foe, and family would do that to you if their character is not lined up. So you got to be willing to lose that person, to remove that person from your life if they have now turned into somebody who's doing that to you. And the sad part about it is it doesn't matter who it is. Now, at the very least, you can go into long handle spoon mode. If you don't want to cut the person all the way off, man, you just have to go into long handle spoon mode where it's like, I only deal with this person. I keep them at several arms lengths because I know if I get too close, it's not going to mesh. It's not going to put me in a great mental space. And but the last thing, you can't let people trick you into feeling guilty when you know how you really feel. Now, if you haven't done enough, man, or you seen somebody they down, man, like, okay, I can return this favor, cool. But if it's just an envious situation or a person just mad because now you starting to elevate and they feel like you should put them on a pedestal because something they did for you back in 1962, nah, man, don't let nobody do that to you, man. And I don't want y'all to think that I'm saying be dismissive of help. If you really listening to what I'm saying, you'll understand where I'm coming from. So keep that in mind as you move forward, man. It's your big buck K-Rino. I will catch y'all later. You can appreciate what somebody did for you forever, but that doesn't mean that you are obligated to kiss their butt forever. All right, I'll catch y'all later on. Peace.